Hello everyone. In today's lecture, I am going to discuss Introduction to Programming. So before starting the programming, we need to understand what is program and what is programming language. Now, I am starting with the program. So what is program? Programs are written in programming language, and we can say program is a set of instruction. Programs can be defined as it is a set of instructions and it is written in the programming language. Same type of program can be written in different programming language. It means if you are going to write the program for addition of two numbers in C programming language, you can write the same program in different programming language such as C++, Java. Okay, so after the program, we need to understand what is programming language. So programming language is a platform where we can write the programs, where we can write the codes. It is a special purpose and limited language. We can define programming language as it is a set of rules and symbols used to construct a computer program. We can also say programming language is a language used to interact with the computer. So using programming language, we can interact with our computer system. So after the definition of programming language, we have so many types of the programming language or the computer language. That are the machine language, assembly language and the high level language. So first one is the machine language. What is machine language? It was used with binary code, and machine language was machine dependent. It means that if you write some program on any particular machine, you cannot execute that program on any different machines. Machine language are not portable. Portable means you cannot carry that program to different programming language, to different computer system which have the some different architectures. After the machine level language, we have the assembly language. So it was also tough because it used mnemonics. And assembly language was also machine dependent and it was also not portable. After the machine level language and the assembly level language, high level language programming introduced. So high level language programming use English like language. These programming languages are machine independent and these are the portable language, means it must be compiled from different platform. It means that if you compile your program on any one machine and you can execute it or you can show the output of that program on any other machine or any other computer. So we can say that the high level high level language are portable in nature. Examples of the high-level programming language are the Pascal, C, C++, Java, Fortran, and so many. Okay, so starting with the machine level language. So the representation of a computer program, which is actually read and understand by the computer, is called the machine level language. Machine level language program was read and understood by the computers. A program in machine level language consists of a sequence of machine instructions. What are the machine instructions? It means the instructions all must be written in the binary code, either in 0 or 1. So when you use machine language, you must have to provide the instruction in the format of 0 and 1 or in the format of the binary code. Instructions specify operations and memory cell involved in the operations. Now, next one is a assembly language. So, a symbolic representation of the machine language of a specific processor is a assembly language. It is converted to machine code by an assembler. It means the machine level language. We can convert the machine level language program which is written in assembly level language into the another version with the help of the assembler. So assembler used to convert the assembly level program into the machine code. So assembler, we can say assembler work as a translator here. At beginning we can say assembler work as a translator here. Usually each line of assembler code produce one machine instructions. It means a one-to-one correspondence. And the programming in assembly language is slow and error prone but is more efficient in terms of hardware performance. If you are looking for the hardware performance, then assembly level programming languages was more efficient, where mnemonic represents of the instruction and data. Data and instruction represent in the term of mnemonics in assembly level language. After that, we have high level language. So a programming language which use a statement consisting like the English keyword such as the for, print, if, else, while, etc. are the English language. So a programming language which use a statement consisting of English like keyword called high level programming language, where each statement corresponds to several machine instructions. It is much easier to program than in assembly language. It means if you are writing the program in high level language, then it is easy to write the code. Data and referenced using descriptive names. We can provide the different name to our data and our reference variables. Operations can be described using familiar symbols. For example, I am providing an example here. So if you are going to find the cost of anything, how can we find the cost? We can take the actual price of any goods and we can take the tax of that good. So after adding the price and tax together, we can find what is the cost of the that product. So these are the very easy. So we can write code in high level language in very efficiently manner. Now, after the different types of programming level languages, we need to understand the syntax and semantics, which are the most important part of your programming. So what is the syntax? It is a structure of a string in some language. A language's syntax is described by a grammar. So every programming language must have their own type of syntax. We can say every programming language must follow some protocols and where they bind with the help of their syntax. Okay, when we learn C programming, when we learn any other different programming, we will see the different type of syntax of every programming language. At the last end of the slide, I will try to show some example with the help of the syntax. Now, next one is the semantics. What is the meaning of semantics? The meaning of the language is called the semantics. After that, we need to understand compiler and the program. What is compiler? We can say compiler is a translator. It translates our program into one form to another form. So compiler is what? It is a program. Compiler is also a program that convert another program from some source language to machine language. It means we are using the high level programming language. We need to compile our program to convert its code into the object code or to convert it into the machine level language. So compiler used to convert one type of program into the another type. Compiler used to convert our program, our source language to machine language. Some compilers output assembly language which is then converted by machine level language by a separate assembler. So sometimes we use assembler to convert our program from one form to another form. Now, this is the compiler into assembly level language. Here is a source program and the source program is converted into assembly language with the help of what? With the help of these compilers. The source program must be compiled to convert it into the assembly level language. Next one is the assembly level language. If we are using assembly level language, we need to also convert it into the machine level language. So assembler is used to convert the assembly level language into the machine level language. This one is the very important term throughout your programming language. Either you are learning C, C++, Java or whatever programming language you are learning, this is one of the most important compilation and the assembly level language. So source program must be compiled to convert into the assembly language and the assembly language must be used assembler to convert into the machine level language. Now next one is a linker. This is also one of the most important part. A program that pulls other program together so that they can run. So linker is a name. You can define it with its name. Linker. It means someone is linking together. Linker means someone is there who are looking for linked something. So program that pull other program together so that they can run is called the linker. Most programs are very large and consist of several modules. Even a small program use existing code provided by the programming environment called the libraries. So every programming language must have their own library, and the linker pull everything together, make sure that reference to other part of the program are resolved. So linker is one of the most important term in your programming language. In this slide you can see how your program running. So if you are providing some input to your computer, this is what? This is your memory. Memory, it means what? Your memory based on your two parts, either secondary memory or the primary memory. So when you're providing some input, the machine level program execute the file, and the data entered during the execution and the computed result all together are the part of the memory, and we it moved into the your CPU, so that after CPU your computed result will show the program output. Next, on the most important topic is the program execution. So steps taken by the CPU to run a program. First step is the fetch an instruction, decode the instruction, retrieve data if needed. If there is no need to retrieve data, then this step must be skipped. Execute actual processing and store the result if needed. So there are the total 5 steps where you can execute your program, and all steps must be followed by one together. Now Now, at the last of this point, we are looking for some program error. So, what is a program error? So, when you write some program, there are 3 types of error possible. First one is the syntax error, second one is the runtime error, and the third one is the logical error. Syntax error is what? Syntax error is called error in grammar of the language. It means we are not following the proper protocols of the programming language. We are not following the proper grammar of the programming language. Then syntax error occur. Next one is a runtime error. So when there are no syntax error, but the program cannot complete execution. It means the syntax error are not there, but our program is not computed actually. Our program cannot complete its execution. Then we can say that type of error is a runtime error. It means we cannot show the appropriate output when we try to divide some numbers by 0, and we provide some invalid input, some invalid data. Then this type of runtime error occurs. Next one is a logical error. So what is logical error? The program completes execution but deliver incorrect result. It means what? So suppose I am writing a program for addition of two numbers. So I am doing addition of two numbers. It means I am trying to add a plus b together. Okay. So so here a equals to 2 and the b equals to 2. When we are trying to add, that is output is 4. So our c equals to 4. Okay, no issue there. Now in the same manner, what is the logical error? uh, when we someone just use different symbol here. It means I'm using a plus symbol for the addition and someone use the multiply symbol for the addition. So when you provide these two numbers, then the output is always 4. There is no issue in the output, but some other provide some other value to is variables, that is 3 and the 2. Then output is what? Then output will become the 6. But what is the actual output? We need the actual output, that is 3 plus 2 equals to 5. We was looking for the 5, but the output is a 6. So these type of the error are called the logical errors. So logical error always deliver incorrect result, and incorrect uses of parentheses used or incorrect use of the symbols used in logical errors. So this is all about the introduction of the program and the introduction of the programming language. In the next lecture, we will try to understand the history of the C programming. Okay.